Hi, everyone. I am so excited to introduce you to Leah Williams, the author of Elenasia. Leah and I have known each other for 4.5 years now, and I'm so proud of the work that she has done. She published her book, Elinasia, now, and it's available on Amazon so that you can download it in a Kindle format. So, Leah, tell me about Elenasia. What inspired you to write that book?
Well, I had a lot of imagination back in it probably happened back in school when I was doing sketches. And I've been thinking about like fantasy books I loved and used to read all the time, and how movies like in Disney are are made from those stories, and I kind of wanted to do something a little similar to it, like create a new world of my own.
Oh, that's wonderful. So tell me about the sketching because you're quite an artist.
Okay, the sketching was a bit of a challenge. I started by doing pictures in in my mind, and sometimes I look up images as references, and I practice by doing the character designs as well.
You also took some classes, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Took some art classes.
Uh-huh. It helped with the figure drawing and all that, and how I can do illustration and stuff.
And they were digital.
Yep,
So you
I edited on Photoshop.
yes, which is not an easy application to learn.
Nope, I had some difficulties.
Yeah. When you
I
got stuck
mostly
go ahead.
I'm mostly familiar with Photoshop than other software.
Oh,
That's how I
good.
get it done.
Yeah, whenever you get stuck on Photoshop, how do you figure out what to do?
Oh, sometimes I just look up tutorials and guides of what I need to get to the next step.
So cool. So cool. Okay, so how did you find the time to write a book?
After after graduating high school, I guess, took a lot longer than I had hoped. Sometimes I just write down ideas that are in my mind and think maybe this will make a good story. And then I kept planning what would work for for the exact same title. And and then Elenasia came to mind.
That's an original, isn't it?
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. And the way it's spelled is very original too. Yeah. So no one else has a book in the world that's named Elenasia except you. It's,
I just wanted it to sound like a magical fantasy world.
yeah, I think you succeeded. So I watched you write a little bit each day. Is that pretty much how it worked?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you helped me guide it.
Yeah. Well,
Um, like the correct words I had to put in and adjust them.
but I'm telling you, you had the whole thing written before I ever helped you edit it. So you
True.
definitely you it was all original to you. And just so everybody knows, ChatGPT wasn't even around when you wrote it. So these were all your ideas.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
And
always
all of your illustrations. They were not done. No computer assisted you in the drawing of the illustrations you have in the book, other than
no. I
Photoshop.
don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just do it my own style. Although my illustrations not be may not be as well good or detailed as the images I request on Chat GBT.
Yeah. But
However, I'm glad I got the book done before you introduced me to that, Lynn.
yeah, because these are all original to Leah. No one else, they were not created by anybody else. Okay, so what tell me what's it about? What's Elenasia about?
Well, Elinasia takes place in a world full of mythical creatures, and it starts off in a village full of elves, and an elf girl named Alina Willow Creek is the protagonist. She spent her whole life um, in the village she grew up in, but she feels cooped up and she wants to learn more outside her home. One day, she finds a family heirloom in her in her family storage unit. It's a it's a glowing crystal that forms a light that leads her into the forest that is forbidden to go into. As she follows it, she comes across an island across the sea on the other side of the forest that's cut off. However, however, she meets a on the way there she meets a boy around her age named Jaren, who's her classmate, and he reminds her that they shouldn't be in this part of the forest. And so, well, she decides to head home to her family. And when she tells her her, her father about the the island she spotted across the sea cut off from the forest, he tells her not to go back in there
Yeah.
and takes the crystal away so it wouldn't lead to their family to any danger. The next morning, Alina um, is too curious to ignore what it could all mean. She takes the crystal that um, her dad puts away and uses it to guide her back to the forest. And when she goes back to the cut off edge of the forest, the crystal seems to form a like a rocky bridge that leads her to the island.
Yeah. Wow.
And what she doesn't know is that her classmate Jaren had been following her. He tried to stop her from going back in, and then she stumbles across an island full of wonder, full of nature and animals, like flowery fields, clear waterfalls with shimmering rivers, healthy trees, and large mountains to climb on.
Yeah.
And as she explores, she stumbles across a wolf with blue fur that looks as though he's about to attack her. However, it turns out the wolf doesn't mean any harm and he can talk.
Whoa, cool.
Mm. The wolf notices her crystal and decides to guide Alina to a wizard who would have answers to why she's there. Not long before Jaren shows up and joins them, and the wolf's name is River.
Oh,
He
perfect.
decide he decides to become their guide
Yes.
and
Yes.
takes his new friends across the island of Elenasia.
How cool is that? That's quite the adventure.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. So I'm not going to have you reveal too much more because I want people to read your words because they really help you feel like you're on the island and in the adventure with
right.
Lena and her friends. So
Exactly.
I
Don't
just,
want to. Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to tell them too much, but wow, it was so much fun helping you edit it and, find the words that you really wanted to use. And we really, I just enjoyed doing that with you so much. So, um, what is the message of Elenasia? What's the
Message.
lesson?
Oh, that's one thing I was working on. I was trying to find out that that maybe something in your family has been hiding from you,
Hmm.
from about that keeps you from learning about your heritage or where you're meant to be born on.
Hmm. Hmm. And there's some friendship lessons in there too.
And friendship and trust.
And trust. Yep. And to trust yourself too, because she trusted herself, didn't she?
Mhm.
To go on that adventure.
That's right.
Yeah. And it all ended up with good things happened as a result of all of that. But it wasn't that it wasn't scary. There were some scary parts too.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. But
But
she
it also takes bravery
yes, encourage, yes, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
and courage.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just wonder if you were to give advice to somebody who wants to write a book, what would it be?
Like me, I'm usually into fantasy books
Mhm.
with magic and adventure.
Yes. Yes. But you just got it done. So many people have a book in their head and they just don't do it. How did you get yourself to write and illustrate it? What were the words that you used to inspire yourself to take action?
Definitely inspiration,
Mhm.
action, determined,
Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
curious,
I'm curious about how it was gonna turn out, right?
right?
And you were determined to finish it. I mean, you had it finished, and then we went back and edited it, and we just didn't stop until we got done. Yeah, yeah. Well, I just think it's amazing, and I hope that people consider gifting your book to their teens and 20 somethings because it's such a delightful read and it's really inspiring um, and it's just fun to imagine Elenasia. And your
Thanks.
illustrations are absolutely gorgeous, in my
Th-
opinion. I just think
Thanks.
they're wonderful. So I hope,
Thanks, Lynn. I hope everyone enjoys it.
yes, definitely. So I'm going to have the link in this nearby this interview, either in the description or in the email. So click on it and take a look and see um, the information all about Elenasia. And I think you'll be really surprised that it's a very affordable gift. So thanks, Leah, for telling us all about Elenasia. And maybe we'll have you on again when you write your second book, which I understand is in the works.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Got a few stories in mind.
Yes. Yes. So we're
Right. Writing can be challenging.
yeah, it can be, but it seems like you figured it out
Mm.
and you got it done.
Well, still learning.
Oh, as we all do every day. Yeah. Well, thanks, Leah, for being on, for talking to me today. And like I said, I hope we can have you on again soon.
I hope so too. Thank you, Lynn, so much.
Uh-huh. Bye for now.
Bye for now. Thanks.